It smells quite strongly of pickles today. The aroma is definitely much stronger than I was anticipating, which is cause for some slight concern. But on the bright side, the pork tenderloin tore away very easily into the ladle today. Yesterday, I mentioned that leeks were the closest thing to a leafy green that doesn't immediately turn to mush. However, they do still turn to mush rather quickly, and even though I got to this bowl relatively quick, I'm still only catching the tail end of their crunchy texture. However, the flavor they add is quite nice. It pairs shockingly well with the pickle seasoning. I can definitely taste a good amount of tang with plenty of dill. Unfortunately, that flavor does not pair well with the pork, which is also taking on an unpleasant texture. To be frank, everything but the shallot pieces are starting to get slightly terrible. I definitely need a quick mesh straining. But overall, I would say that today's bowl just barely clears a 6 out of 10. I know that we used beef stew meat as our protein pretty recently, but I bought this pack to put into the freezer to have on reserve and forgot, and it sat in the fridge for a few days, so I want to use them before they start to go bad. I have one cubed celery root. I do prefer the root. It's a more herbal flavor and holds up to the heat better. I also want to keep experimenting with these lupini beans. They had held up pretty well after 2 days in the stew, and I want to see how well they will fare after 72 hours. Finally, we will use up what I am now realizing is the last of our mushroom umami seasoning, since I don't have any real ones to throw in today. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.